Well,
I don't think he believed what he said anyway.
I don't want to sound like a preacher, but if you are a Christian who believes that life is simply a preparation for the hereafter, or by what you do and what you believe, are you going to be with God in eternity, or are you going to be separated from God in eternity? And you realize that this life is just like a wisp of smoke, and then it's over. What Robertson says flies in the face of 2,000 years of Christian doctrine. I wonder if he realizes that.
All right, item number 2. The state of Michigan is going to require, and by the way, this is under a Tea Party Republican governor, Rick Snyder, elected last year. The state of Michigan is going to require that the state keep a database of the BMI of all children under 18. The family doctor will weigh your kid and report Sonny's weight to the state. This so the state can track its obesity problem, and it can encourage doctors to give good dietary and exercise advice to children, because of course they would not have known to do that without the state telling them. I mean, that's hopeless, isn't it? If even the Republican it's like Gardasil all over again. Who's against this? Is anybody standing up for?
Is this like a scene out of Christmas Tuna, or what is this? I mean, come on.
Really?
Really?
Because doctors don't know how to give good advice or take care of people. Until the government shows doctors how to take care of people, they have
But yet the
no
government's going to have to
idea.
get doctors to consult them to make the decision.
Oh, well.
I'm just amazed that it's a Tea Party governor that's
said
pulling
that.
this out. And that's just incredible. It said it or did it? I mean, has it been implemented? Like
He's
gonna...
proposing it.
Oh.
But here's the thing that I shouldn't surprise you, Chip. At the end of the day, when either side gets their hands on the lever of power, it's irresistible to do the stuff they've always thought should be done or they wanted to do. It's a lure that's too great, no matter which side you're coming from.
You are so right, Jack, and it doesn't matter what party or
Thank
what
you.
person.
The show is over.
Nikki, we are surrounded by cynics.
And that's
That's
why
how this
government, not to paraphrase Perry, but government must become insignificant in our lives, because it doesn't matter who's in there, they know what's best for us.
All right, let's get back to sex.
All right.
The Australian government is apparently the first in the world to do this. Starting this week, Australian passports offer 3 gender options: male, female, and indeterminate. Man, even if I was, I don't think I'd want to... Who wants to check the indeterminate box? That's for transgender?
Yeah, well, I'm all pro.
It's not for people that are just hard to... It's where it's hard to tell, like, until you get close.
I am pro-transgender, but I don't necessarily think that there needs to be a third option. I mean, they are capable of... They want to make their own decision. They want to either be male or female.
Can there really be that many people who are transgender that you need a separate box on the form? I mean,
No.
to each his own, but
I
really?
gotta say, I'm okay with the transgender concept. I mean, whatever. Again, to each his own. But really,
You don't
just
need a
pick
third
a box.
box.
Let's
Yeah.
just have 2.
They're
Pick
already
one, you know,
comfortable
you
making
can-
a choice
Which
themselves.
dominant?
Why don't you
box
just
would
have
you
other
prefer?
on there?
How about whatever restroom you go into, that's the box
That's
you
right.
check. All right, we solved that. Apple is removing an app from their app store in France. It's not available here. Called Jew or Not a Jew. You have the app, and you're able to put in the person's name and I guess other information to determine whether or not they're Jew. First of all, I don't know why they don't just ask me. I'm like Cartman. I have Judar.
That came from
But-
a Dave Chappelle thing.
But can you believe that?
I did not know they did that.
Yeah.
That was a skit like on Dave Chappelle's show or something.
Anyone
right?
surprised that it's France?
I'm French. I can't believe it.
This sounds like something the Tea Party would put in there.
Oh, now come on.
No, it does. It does. It sounds like something that the San Antonio and Texas Tea Party would put in there as a referendum on our speaker.
That sounds like something Hollywood came up with.
Is it necessary? Let me be the devil's advocate here. Is it necessarily? I mean, isn't it just sort of like gaydar? I mean, people who have gaydar are not necessarily anti-gay.
Oh,
they
I
just
have the worst gaydar.
you don't. I thought all women had gaydar.
I don't, because
You need to get that looked at.
Yeah, you can ask my gay BFFs. They think I had the worst gaydar.
But I mean, if you have it, it doesn't mean that you are discriminating against
No.
gay people. It just means that you are able to discern it, right, Chip? Chip wants no part of this conversation. He sees his entire political career
I think all
going out the window.
Look, I just think, what difference does it make? Why are we even
care.
Yeah, why are we making
We're
a
all
note of it?
people.
And why is, in this case I think you said Apple. I mean, why are they creating an app?
Well, they
to
didn't
set
create
these
it.
things
Somebody
up?
created it and
Okay,
put it on the
there.
deal, but they don't.
That what promulgated to like, oh, Catholic, not Catholic. I mean, let's start. I mean, that's
I think we should have that. I think there should be Catholic, non-Catholic.
I will
could-
just say I'm Catholic. I'll just tell you. Go to my Facebook page.
You know what
See
I
everything.
need?
You don't
I
need
need an app. I need an app that tells me whether a famous person is alive or dead. I'm constantly wondering. A name will
I'm
come
the
up.
same way. Did they
Someone should
die?
invent that app.
Did they
That's
die?
a good point.
How
But you know
about
what? That's
dead
what
or not
IMDb
dead?
is
I think
for.
we just need
Dead or
less
not dead.
apps in general.
Less apps.
Less apps. So a
What
return
happened to Google?
simpler times, says Chip Haass. How far back are we going? Are we going to the rotary phone? What are we doing?
Hey, on a regular basis, I give serious consideration to just cutting email out of my life. If you
Oh my
can't get to
God,
me
I know,
in some
right?
other manner,
Oh.
well then, not
this is the
important
truth.
enough.
I know
I
we're,
have 10 email addresses.
It's outrageous.
we're much more productive now, but I really, really yearn for the time to go back to where you walk in from lunch and there's 5 or 6 little pink slips of paper that say, while you were out, so and so called.
I'm too weak
Amen.
to do it. I'm afraid I'm addicted. There's no doubt about it.
You know,
and I love the BlackBerry and the handheld,
Okay,
but at the same
there was
time,
a
I'd love to get away
commercial
from it.
that I saw the other day where it's like they're making fun of the guy who needs a pen, and they're all using, oh, hey, the 16th century called, they want their pen back, and they're making. I'm like, are we really going to be an anti-pen? Am I that old? People.
I will
that-
never. You can have this pen when you pry it out of my cold, dead.
I need a pen.
Fingers.
I love pens. I'm not going to be an anti-pen person. Are we
I'm gonna
turning
watch
into
you
an
then,
anti-pen
'cause you're gonna
society?
And
Take this
let me
one.
say this, if you have nostalgia for the past and you really want a wake-up call, go see the movie The Help.
Yeah.
Go see
Yeah.
that movie and then say, oh, let's go back to those times.
All right, Doug Vair, Retama Park. Love your work.
Thank
Keep
you.
up the good work.
Thank
Keep
you.
Retama going. We love it. Chip Haass, great job today on Gang of Four, and we'll stay tuned to see what you have next.
Thank you. Always
in
like being
store.
here.
Yes, and Nikki, repeat again the play.
The Love List at the Cameo opens the last weekend in October, runs to the last weekend in November, and it's me and Joel Crabtree and Bird Bonner, directed by Kathleen Lovejoy. Come see it.
I have no idea who those other people are, but
People
if you're in it,
listening,
I'll go
maybe.
see.
It's gotta
All
be
right.
Thank you.
Thank you all. You've done a great job. The podcast goes up this afternoon. The video podcast will be up early next week at ktsa.com. Keyword Jack. It's 11:44 on 550 KTSA.
I took the